cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature I'm breaking.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Chargers coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. This is taken just shy of the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They started on the ground with Eckler. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Wagner. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Now this first drive looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A quick pass out to Juju. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown, Giants! Odell Beckham with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Giants are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for McClure, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery on a Giants touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Got the completion, but it certainly wasn't on his time frame. Hurried on that play.
Absolutely. The pressure affected him. Unable to get it further downfield. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down carry for Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Oh,
that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick-6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Throwing again on second and 10. Herbert, he dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game, able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
They throw it out right complete. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 14-3, that's our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's Herbert. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive, 3rd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. Running on first down, Eckler. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Leonard Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10, Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Gano's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Taking it about the 1.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Charger drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Jones to Galladay, first down, Giants.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Cano now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll hand off here to Eckler. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Eckler. It's Herbert. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Third quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. His defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 34 yards to gain that time, another 1st down.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
It's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's Eckler again, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. It's Super Bowl 58. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Eckler again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 25 yards that time.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. He'll get this one to Galladay.
He's got the 1st down and more.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Barkley inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So out of the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to make it a 2-score game. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done. All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we're at the time of the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Play action. It's Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. On 4th down, Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they'll indeed take a knee. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy. You know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment,